How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
On your tape, you're a really dominant offensive lineman, and you have a snatch trap in your tool bag. What's your mindset as you take the field, and what kind of edge do you play with your line?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's only one way you got to play O-line, man. That's just nasty. And I feel like every Saturday or just every day you practice being violent with your hands or just trying to be explosive off the ball and just trying to you know put your will on the other guy. Like just you got to dominate. That's my whole mindset every single play. More times than not, I feel like I'm doing my best to finish guys. So
You move so well in space, and they had you pulling at Washington and blocking down and
yep.
leading out in space. What does that say about your athleticism and your ability to do that, and how it would translate to the next level?
Yeah, I feel like that's something that just really separates me is that my ability to move out in space, like you said, whether that's pulling on like a counter play or getting out on the screen or just simply blocking somebody out in space one-on-one. I mean, I feel like that's where I excel. That's where I think is one of my strongest like attributes as a player for sure.
You and Roger both are strong pass protectors.
Mhm.
Use your hands really well. What goes into the coaching points that you've gotten over your time at Washington that allows you to be an active hand fighter and really
Yeah.
take the fight to the defensive line and
Yeah, that's just all credit to my offensive line coach Scott Huff. Now works for Seattle, and man, he's molded me and Roger up to be the players that we are today, and all credit to him for sure. I mean, me and Roger kind of bounce ideas off of each other. I learn from him, he learns from me. I just feel like me and him have that relationship where we can kind of bounce, go back and forth and kind of tweak each other's game. I feel like me and him are uh, for sure just products of the people around us. So.
Have you had conversations with teammates about moving inside, or did they see you as a tackle?
Yeah, I've had that question in all my interviews, and for me, it's the easy answer for me is to say tackle is where I'm most comfortable. I played there the last 3-4 years, but at the same time, I'm more than capable and willing to bump inside and play whatever position, they ask me to. So uh, I feel like I'm the most versatile offensive lineman in this draft class, and I feel like that adds value to any organization for sure.
have you had a chance to meet with the Eagles?
I've not. I ran into Coach Stoutland a couple of times now. I just talked to him before I got up here. He's giving me some advice when it comes to the media and stuff like that. But yeah, he's a cool dude.
Have you met with the Cowboys?
I have. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Maybe like a bit of versatility too.
yeah, for sure. We went over some film, and yeah, they kind of just they had told me about play before the meeting, watched some of my film, and then asked me after. The stuff that they were asking was pretty simple, so I kind of got it down. But yeah, it was a good meeting. I had a lot of them. Fortunately, you know what I mean. It's through this process, you kind of it's easy to find the negative and being tired and stuff like that. But I'm just grateful to be here and have these opportunities and these formals. I think I've had 28 out of 32, so it's a good problem to have for sure.
How does playing quarterback in the past change how you approach being an offensive lineman?
I just feel like running with the ball when I was younger. I mean, it helped me with my feet. I think that's where I kind of get it from. Trying to juke guys, but now it's trying to stay attached to guys, and I feel like that carried over a lot going into high school when I transitioned to offensive line my sophomore year, and at first it was a little. I was like, man, I thought I was going to be a skill my whole life. You know what I mean? But then my coaches had told me that there was an opportunity to go to the next level if I would have just put my hand in the dirt. And I listened. There's a little fight back, but at the same time, man, I'm just grateful that my coaches, they had the best interests for me for
Are the
for sure.
Raiders one of those 28 teams you met with?
Yeah.
And what are your impressions of blocking for Lamar Jackson? Do you think that changes your job as a lineman at all?
I don't think so, man. Lamar Jackson, he's just a playmaker, man, and that's what you see just watching him. He's a guy that just likes to make plays, extend plays, and for me, as an offensive lineman, the biggest thing that you can't have as an offensive lineman is like a kind of like a mental clock in your head of when to stop blocking. You know what I mean? Because you never know, especially when you have a guy like Lamar that's able to get out of the pocket and extend plays like that. So, yeah, man, it'd be an honor to block for a guy like that and play for an organization such.
How does high school volleyball skills translate to what you do now?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it was a little bit easier jumping back then. I was about 60, 70 pounds lighter than I am now, but I feel like, man, um, it helped a lot. I think just the agility it does take to kind of constantly jump every single play, and I thoroughly enjoyed volleyball. It was something that I did for fun, I grew up around it. My parents played it. My sister played it. I think the footwork, I think there's a lot of things that kind of translate to football. Just being able to move laterally and jump up in the air when you need to. So I kind of bothered my offensive coordinator a little bit. I was like back in college, and he was like, "Man, I can jump. I got some hands, man. Throw it up to me every now and then." But he wasn't hearing it. So.
Any rugby coaches try to recruit you?
Yeah, I went to a rugby practice for one day. I told my high school coach, and he told me no. He didn't want me getting hurt. But yeah, it would have been a fun sport for sure. So, yeah.
You talked about being nasty. Something happened early on that taught you that, or how did you come by that realization that I got to be meaner than you?
Yeah, I just think growing the love for being in the trenches, man. It's grimy, man. It's nasty down there, and there's a lot of things that you don't really see on TV because as soon as the ball's thrown, the camera pans the other way. But there's there's so many things that go on down there that not a lot of people see, and then that's what I love about it. It's that you have the ability to kind of take your anger out or frustration. Say you have a bad play, you can go out there and kind of reset because every down is different. And that's how I approach life. That's how I approach everything. I just trying to seize every opportunity that I have because you don't get to go out in public, and I can't go run somebody over without getting arrested. So yeah.
What do you model your game after, and who do you feel like is a comparable NFL lineman?
Yeah, we watch a bunch of film at UW, but personally, I like to watch Rashawn Slater from the Chargers. I just think that me and him are kind of built kind of the same, with me and him being like similar size, I guess. For me, I kind of watch him just because it always feels like he's always in control of everything he does. He's never outside of his body. Another guy is Penei Sewell, man. That dude's he's got that dog in him, and I feel like that's something that I got, and that's something that I can bring to any team. And last but not least, Laramie Tunsil, man. That dude's a technician, dude. He does everything the right way. Everything that my coach taught me in college is something that I try to, model after for sure.
Have you on with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this week?
Yeah, I have.
Was it a formal?
Yes.
What can you say about potentially lining up next to Chris Edwards?
Man, that dude is crazy athletic, big, really big, and he's just like a dog. He's another guy that I watched more previously when he was at right tackle, just to kind of watch his game for sure. And coming out of college, hearing about him on draft day, I've watched him do the combine and stuff like that, and it's just crazy to be here. But at the same time, man, I'm just any opportunity that a coach is willing to take on me, and man, I'm more than willing to put my best foot forward and attack it. So, thank you guys. Sorry about that.